Hello? My lord? Please forgive me for disturbing you. It's me, Emmy. I believe you called for me? At least, that's what Hannah told me. Whatever the task you have me to do, I will gladly see it through, whether it be cooking or cleaning or killing. Oh, there's no need to apologize to me, my lord. Don't worry about the time. You can call me as late as you want. Anytime at all. Even if it's late as it is now. Even if you were to wake me up while I'm having my sweet dreams. My sweetest and only dream is to serve you. Even if I were to give every part of myself to you, down to my very life and soul, it would not be enough to repay your divine grace. You're the god of this shrine. It is due to your mere presence on this island that the crops grow and the rivers flow. Without you, the soil will be barren and the land dry. But, sorry, I assume you didn't call me here just to have me praise you and worship you. But if you did, I would definitely do so. It comes naturally to me after all. In fact, it's what I was doing right now before you called me. So, what did you call me here for, my lord? How may I serve you? Well, what's there to know about little old me? I'm just an irrelevant, boring fox girl. The only interesting thing about me is that I have a great honor of being the servant to the most wonderful, esteemed god in the entire universe. That is, of course, being you, my lord. Yes, I do indeed have several. Well, I don't know if I call them hobbies. They're more like compulsions. I like to talk about Hannah about you, if that counts. Sometimes I get a bit jealous towards Hannah. I get a bit of jealous that I'm not the only girl to have the immense pleasure of being your servant. But Hannah's a good girl who makes sure to understand her place, so I tolerate it, much to her benefit. Anyways, I enjoy her company, though. It gives me a chance to fangirl over you. I tell her how grateful I am about the blessing you've given me, that I may see my God every day up close, that he remembers me and even talks to me. I'm unworthy to even gaze upon the ground you walked on. And to think, you're even asking me about my hobbies. This is what I talk to Hannah about, that you're such a great and merciful God, that you have a place for every lowly mortal such as myself in your heart. I'm overwhelmed with guilt in your presence. Even for a God, you are divine. Your perfection is beyond my comprehension. And yet, you show this great mercy in sharing your time with little old Emmy. I'll never forget this kindness. Yes, talking to Hannah about you isn't the only one. My life is centered around you, not her. I also like to make clothes. Well, not just any clothes, though. I like to make clothes that look like the ones that you wear. I hope you won't be angry with me, my lord, but I make copies of the kinds of clothes you wear, and I pretend that they are truly yours. That they are the very clothes that you wear. Then, and again, I hope you're not angry with me, my lord, but I like to wrap them around myself. It's exhilarating to rub myself in the very same fabrics that you touched, that you yourself have worn. Or, at least, that's what I pretend my fantasy is. But don't worry, I never do it with your actual clothes. I could never soil them in such a way. That would be sacrilege. I never do anything weird to your clothes when I'm cleaning them or handling them in any way. I always take extra care of thoroughly avoid inconveniencing you. Let's see. What else do I do as a hobby? Well, I like to keep myself presentable to you, my lord. Or at least, as presentable as a lowly mortal fox girl like myself can be. At the very least, I should try. And so that's why I always groom myself so much, especially my tail. Of course you can see my tail, my lord. Here. It's not much to look at, but I would never deny you anything, even if you ask me for everything. The food I eat, the roof over my head, the clothes off my back, I would gladly give it to you, even my very life. You're the only being in this world that has the right to live, for everyone else's life is a privilege. You should have everything you want. Everything in this world exists for you, my lord. And that includes me. I'm just another thing to be yours if you wish it. But, if I may be so bold, what do you think of my tail, my lord? Hannah told me many times that it's my most beautiful feature, but I don't think it would impress a supreme god such as yourself. Cute? As in pretty? Cute as in adorable? Beautiful? Pleasant? Delightful? Charming? That sense of the word cute? Am I understanding that correctly, my lord? I'm not sure I understand, but if you say my tail is cute, then it must be true. Thank you. I never thought it would catch your eye, but I always had a shred of hope that it would. Touch it? You want to touch it? Are you sure, my lord? My tail is dirty, filthy, unclean. Well, not really. I cleaned it at least twice a day. But compared to a god it is. I'm just an icky mortal. I wouldn't want to soil your divine hand. Of course, my lord. If you say I'm clean, then it must be true. Then, in that case, please, go ahead and touch my tail as much as it pleases you, my lord. I can't believe you're touching me. I feel your hand as I speak, but I can't believe it. I always thought I'm unworthy of your touch. I still believe it with all my heart. But to think that you, the most esteemed and cherished god, are actually touching me, it's intoxicating. Nothing could get me drunker. I'm beyond blessed. How many girls can boast when they get touched by a god? Especially by you. I'm unworthy, but I'm incredibly grateful, my lord. I always wanted to be close as possible to you, as close as you would tolerate through the vast mercy. Would it insult you if I said that I dreamt of this moment? Would you find it blasphemous? That I yearned with all my heart that one day the one I worship might finally touch me? And what if I said that I also dreamt of more? Would that insult you, my lord? If you say so, I'm glad I didn't offend you. How does it feel, my lord? Does your hand feel okay? Are you disgusted by touching me? I wouldn't want to bother you. I know I'm just a dirty mortal, so if you're just doing this out of kindness, it would be understandable if you stop. You're the greatest god, and I'm merely a servant girl. I know... Of course, my lord, if you say so. I don't know why you seem so pleased to touch my tail, but I suppose I shouldn't question my good fortune. If I may be so selfish, I would love it if it pleases you to touch it longer. Every day I think I can't possibly love you more than I already do, and every day without fail you prove me wrong. You are truly the greatest god. There's so much you give to me, and so little I can give to you. I often think that through my devotion to you, perhaps you will at least be flattered, that perhaps you will at least be pleased that I'm such a faithful servant to you, my lord. What could I do to serve you more faithfully? I'd do anything for you. I'd kill my family for you. I set myself on fire for you. I force everyone in this ungrateful world to bow to your majesty. If you ask me to, I would go out and obtain 1,000 sacrifices for you right now. Would that please you, my lord? No? What about 50? Or 40? 20? 10? 1? No? Not in the mood for a little sacrifice? Okay then. I'm sorry, my lord. You saw right through me. I'm selfish. If I sacrifice people to you, it wouldn't be to satisfy you. It would be to satisfy myself. told you, my lord. I'm a dirty mortal. I have a dirty, selfish desire like this. Fantasizing about killing people just so I can get my god's attention. Stupid, stupid, useless, dirty Emmy. What were you thinking? Stupid, stupid, stupid. Even if I punish myself right now, it would still just be for my own self-satisfaction. I'm not a very good servant, am I? I know I really shouldn't question a god, but I don't see how you can really say that. I can be really selfish when it comes to my feelings towards you, my lord. Do you still think I'm a good servant in spite of all of that? Even if I have a dirty, impure, ungrateful thoughts towards you? Forgive my blasphemy, but what I mean is, I love you, but I don't just love you like a worshipper loves a god. Do you know what I mean, my lord? And is it okay for me to feel that way? Romantically? Even if you're a god and I'm a mortal? I've been beating myself up over for so long. If only I knew earlier you were accepting of me, it would have saved me a lot of stress. But thank you. I'm happy I know now, my lord. So, I know it's plausibly came out as a confession before, but let me do it a bit more clearly. My lord, if I were to confess to you, what would you say?